And what's up YouTube? Just a quick midnight update. We've got ourselves another update notice. You can see here, by the way, I'm saving gems for what's to come. Hopefully we get them. So check it out, guys. We've got some pretty pog updates actually with this new update. They're improving our glory box and season rewards again. So pretty sweet. I'm glad to see Comtois moving in the right direction for this stuff for sure. So yeah, let's jump into it. Let's smash this out, shall we? So it's version 1.25 update. Schedule will be notified in a separate notice, which is, if I click here, it's this one here. So the summary is this maintenance notice here, right? It'll be going down on the, was it 9th of June, 10 p.m. or 10th of June? I don't know. All right, 12 a.m. I'm assuming that'll be sometime later today for me or tomorrow morning. I'm not sure on the conversion just yet. But basically, within the next couple of days, guys, when the maintenance happens, we'll be getting new monsters, Molong and Gene. What? Hang on. I'm pretty sure it was the it was the Phantom Thief. We'll have to see if did they call him Gene? Did they? Okay, cool. I guess because John, right? A little different. A new spell, Brand of Doomsday. Some improved glow box rewards, improved content rewards, and some minor bug fixes and in-game improvements. So that's the summary, guys. If you're happy with that, feel free to tune out now. But we're gonna get into a bit more long-winded version right now. All right. So new monsters, as I'm sure you can already see, we got ourselves the Panda coming in, guys. He's a water legend type. We got our Mo Long. All right, and his skill is Dragon Dance. So yeah, um, he attacks the enemy, right? That's using a skill. Now, assume it's not just a counter ability. I'm not sure who he attacks if someone isn't using a skill, but it looks like he'll mostly be for whoever's attacking at the time. He'll be a great counter attack unit. I'm a little curious about if you can use I'm assuming you can use the skill when someone isn't counterattacking. I'm just not sure who it's going to target. Like maybe it'll target the last unit that used the skill, or it'll target the forefront enemy. I'm gonna guess it's possibly the forefront enemy, at least for now, because I cannot remember from the beta how he worked in the beta for it. There could be a video up, but we'll have to see. All right. Now his first skill stone, by the look of it, oh sorry, actually no, it's not a skill stone. This is his passive skill that he comes with. So if Molong dies with an enemy's skill, it inflicts damage that ignores defense by 30% of Molong's max HP to the enemy target that attacked him. Now what's interesting is that his Dragon Dance skill, it increases the damage according to his defense. So you're going to want both defense and HP on him by the look of it. But doing 30% of his HP when he dies sounds pretty pog. But that's to a skill, right? If he dies from an attack other than a skill, so an auto attack, it inflicts the damage to the forefront enemy. Still, 30% of his HP that ignores defense. That's a nice little suicide skill right there. I wonder how him and the kobold with the kobold skill stone would go. So yeah, pretty nice passive. Just watch out for those Tessarians, right? Well, watch out for that Oblivion. So his first skill stone here, beneficial effect, increases his defense by 15%. So that's pretty nice since his damage is based on his defense. His other skill stone decreases the mana cost of Dragon Dance by 1, which I think would be pretty sweet because 3 mana cost would be pretty sweet. So he's only 4 mana cost right now. And then his last skill stone helps him remove a beneficial effect. So I guess if they've got invincibility or something, he'll be able to eat through it for us, which is pretty nice. And the Phantom Thief here, Gene, the Fire Heroic grade monster that they're also releasing, it seems like it'd pair pretty nice with Molong, right? So I like that they're doing them in pairs. One legendary and then a unit that kind of pairs well with the legendary. His skill, right, attacks the enemy with the highest attack power and stuns the target. Now the thing is, of course, he is 4 mana cost as well, so it's 2 4 mana cost units there. However, Gene here could totally be used on his own. Like he is a fire unit. Oh yeah, so Melong is light, by the way, in case you guys didn't notice. Apparently, it says he's water legend, but it's got here that he's on his picture that he's light. So I'm not sure if he's actually going to be water. I'm assuming he will be. because that's what it's written here, but I'm pretty sure that's the light symbol right there. I could be wrong, but it looks like it. But yeah, anyways, back to Gene. He attacks the enemy with the highest attack power, and he'll stun the target too. So really great Lucian counter right there, and possibly just one-shot the Lucian as well. Who knows? Plus, he's only 4 mana cost, right? His skill stone increases the damage of his skill by 15%. He also has the decreased mana cost, so that could be a 3 mana counter right there, which is pretty nice. Like you're always going to target the highest attack power unit as long as you're using Genius. So that really nice against the Lucian meta or whatever else you might run into, like Tessarian and stuff. Pretty nice to counter those AoE comps, I think. In my opinion, that is. And his last skill stone, Initial P, the surprise visit leaves a P sign on the target. The target with the P sign will become the target of all single target attack skills. So what's great here is like, let's say you use this 4 mana cost and then you follow up with like a Rakuni or a Kali attack right afterwards, or just, your imp or whatever. As long as you got this debuff on them from the skill stone, that unit's basic, like their attack dealer is definitely dead. So that sounds pretty cool to me. Anyways, we've also got a new spell coming in, and it sounds kind of interesting. Brand of Doomsday. It's a normal rated spell. It grants Brand of Doomsday and defense down 3 on the enemy with the highest attack power and the enemy with the lowest HP. So Hua as well, perhaps. Right? So Jean and Hua would work well together. I could definitely see like Ragdoll, Molong, Jean, and Hua all working really well together in a comp. When the target under you like, it'd be very easy to target whoever you want with those 4. When the target under Brand of Doomsday gets defeated, the Brand of Doomsday granted on other targets will explode at the same time, inflicting damage to all enemies and granting Branding 1. So very interesting. You could totally follow that up with an AoE skill, I suppose, or maybe even bring in the was it the Wind Viking, who would put Branding 2 on everyone, and then you'd have Branding 3 on them. So that could be pretty interesting. Now, Glory Box improvements. This is pretty sweet. New Glory Boxes will be given according to the current battle grades, starting from Diamond grade or higher. So I think this is pretty awesome. Grade Bronze to Gold gives the box that we currently get, I think. So, normal card 1 to 10, rare card 1 to 2, hero card 1, legend card 1, normal, rare, skill stone, right? So this is what we currently get. These are the odds of what we're getting, I think. Now from Diamond, we're going to get this fancy looking box. It's going to be 1 to 15 cards instead of 1 to 10. Rare cards will be the same, hero cards will be the same, and the legend cards will have a rate up. And the skill stones will be the same. Master, again, 1 to 15 for normal cards. Rare cards will be 1 to 5 instead of 1 to 2. Hero card will be the same, so still 1. And legend card, still 1, but the rate will be up as well. And the normal rare skill stones will also be rated up. Plus then you've got the champion box, which I believe is 5k plus. So master is like 4k plus rating, champion is 5k plus. Normal card 1 to 15 again, rare card 1 to 5 again, hero card 1 to 2 this time instead of just 1, and legend card will be an additional rate up. And the normal rare skill stone will also be an additional rate up. So once again, the strong get stronger and the weak need to work on their rank. Okay, guys? Sorry, but that's just how it goes, right? You get rewarded for being higher rating, so do yourself a favor and get working on that, I suppose. I've got to do that myself as well. I don't actually do too much ranked. I do my 3 matches a day and move on. And you can see I'm only 4100 right now, so I do need to try and climb myself up a bit higher this time. Hopefully get some better rewards, right? Now, we're also getting some reward improvement for the end of season. So one here, number 4, contents reward improvement. The season and victory points reward for 2021 season 2 has been improved, which is pretty nice. All summoners are now able to receive the season reward, and crystals in an ancient book will also be given along with the winner's marks. So here's the table here, and honestly, I think it's pretty sweet looking. 999 or less, they'll get like 1,000 crystals, right? So this is your victory points. So your rating right here. See, I've got 4,118 right now. So I would be sitting around here right now. And if I finished here right at the moment, I would get 5,000 crystals, 350 winners marks, and 1 ancient book. So anyone down here, let's say your like rating is like, I guess, bronze, silver, diamond, you at the very least you are guaranteed 1,000 crystals, which I think is pretty cool. And then once you reach 3k, so I think that's diamond right there actually. I think 3k was diamond. You'll get 100 winners marks as well. You just won't get an ancient book. So yeah, make sure you try and climb yourselves up to 4k if you can, guys. Try and get that ancient book as a reward. And yeah, look at this, over 6,000. They just get 10,000 crystals. Pretty sweet, really. Oh, and 3 books. So pretty wild, pretty wild. Nice rewards for the end of season. Just pause the video, go back and have a look if you want to have a closer look. All right, guys. Now the title reward for 2021 season 2 is also improved. I think this is pretty cool. 2 new titles have been added for the top level summoners. The victory point standard for fighter title has been lowered from 5,000 to 4,500, which is good. They need to do something like that. Because like having it like 4K and they had like 2 5K titles, so it wasn't exactly great. So the absolute 5k plus victory points in rank 1, which is awesome. Savior is rank 2 to 10, right? So I like that they differentiate between 1 and 2 to 10, and then 11 to 100 gets Guardian. You just got to have 5k plus points, of course. And then Conqueror is 5k with 100. You got to be outside the top 100, but inside the top 1k. So I like that I think this is a much better system personally. And then of course fighter gets got to be 4,500 plus, and challenger is 4k again. Okay, so that's pretty sweet. Number 3, season end reward standard will be changed. The victory point reward will now be given based on the highest victory points you achieved during the season. Of course, the title reward will also be given based on the highest victory points you achieved during the season. Oh, okay, so you don't have to finish. By the way, you don't have to finish at 5k or 4,500. You just have to reach up there. That's pretty sweet. Just I guess obviously you have to finish like rank 1 to 100, I suppose. Huh. I guess. I wonder how they go. Yeah, I'm assuming that it'll be like rank 1 is gonna be whoever had the highest victory points period during the season, I suppose. Hopefully there's no accidents with some rankings there. I wonder how they're gonna work that. We'll have to wait and see. Because it says like the title reward will be given based on the highest victory points you achieved during the season. So let's say I magically climb up to 5k, and then I drop to 4,500 for the finish. I suppose I would get the Conqueror or the Guardian, depending on the points of where I finish compared to someone else. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how they do that. The rewards for Conqueror, Guardian, Savior, and Absolute titles will have ranking conditions. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, I should have just kept reading, right? Have ranking conditions will be based on the final ranking of the season. So there you go. So Conqueror, Guardian, Savior, Absolute. So all these important ones at 5k plus will be based on your finishing rank, not your highest rank. So that's good then. The final ranking of the season will be calculated based on the victory points at the end of the season, same as before. Okay. World Tournament additional open notice. So the World Tournament for 2021 Season 2 will additionally be held. This additional World Tournament is also subject to the same qualifications for participation in subsequent tournament. 2,000 crystals will be given as compensation to summoners who possess a record of defeats against those who have been given additional opportunities due to the counting error occurred while deducting the number of defeats in the previous World Tournament. So that was like I think some people got defeated by hackers and they reported it, and then they got some extra entries, but then they got too many entries or something. Plan to be paid during the final maintenance. So hopefully we don't have too much of a hacker issue this time around. The final rankings for the World Tournament will be held during May 26th to June 3rd. Oh, sorry. The final rankings for the World Tournament held during May 26th to June 3rd have been reflected. Okay, sweet. Then we've got a bunch of bug fixes. So number 1, monster fixes. Soha, we fixed an issue of the skill motion effect remaining when defeated while using her skill. Konamiya fixed an issue of not being able to use a skill after freeze, stun, and sleep effects have been removed. Interesting. Perna, fix an issue of the revival passive activation motion not being exposed and the passive gauge not being reduced when defeated due to a bomb. Scary. Ganymede, fix an issue of the revival passive of the legend skill stone Rage for Return not being activated when defeated due to an enemy skill. That could lose games, so I'm glad they fixed that. Eleanor, fix an issue of using the skill of the human form status when revived in the mystical creature status with other monsters' revival effects after defeated. I think I've encountered that one, actually. Bernard, fix an issue of the Legend Skill Stone effects of Tessarion, Eleanor, and Perna not being applied when activating the Legend Skill Stone flying support effect. I'm not entirely sure what that one's supposed to do off the top of my head. Hathor, fix an issue of the Legend Skillstone Curse of the Beautiful effect being exposed as Sand Inferno during battle. I'm not entirely sure about what Sand Inferno is supposed to be, but fair enough. Number 2, battle. So changes have been made so that the game does not stop when the network speed becomes slow during battle. That's pretty nice, I guess. Changes have been made so that only the user who tried to log in twice is counted as defeated instead of counting both sides as defeated when there is a duplicate login during battle loading. Hopefully that fixes some issues. Fixed an issue of an emoji not disappearing when the emoji was used at the timing of the final attack during battle. Good. Fixed an issue of the final attack not being exposed and the star reward not being given when winning due to the leave of the opponent during World Tournament battle. Oh boy. Fixed an issue of the victory pop-up appearing right after the exposure of the World Tournament cancelling pop-up. I'm glad they're fixing World Tournament stuff, that's for sure. And other bug fixes, they fixed an issue of the new Alliance Master and Vice Master not being able to set the authority to the previous Master after the previous Master delegated the new Master. That sounds like an issue. Glad that's getting fixed. Fixed an issue of the wrong image of the join button being exposed when searching for alliances after leaving an alliance. That's good. Fixed an issue of the purchase button for the emoji you've already purchased not being deactivated. Good. Fixed an issue of the inbox not refreshing properly when it was refreshed consecutively. Fair enough. Fixed an issue of the replay speed setting being reset when restarting the app after it was set to ×2 speed. Double excellent. And the Thai version corrected the wrong description of the grades that could be summoned in the normal Skillstone summon ticket. Excellent. And yeah, so there we go, guys. I don't really know how I feel. Like, I think the monster's a great addition because we do need some more like targeting, like to be able to target monsters a bit more specifically. I'm kind of looking forward to it, though I am a little worried about having to fight against it. So I guess we'll have to see how that goes. And if he is a water monster, I think that'll be pretty sweet. It'll be nice to have a another single target water monster that we can say throw into our comps. Hopefully get some glancing blows against units like Beretta and other dot kind of comps that when people use them. We just obviously have to watch out for units like Lucian. But they're introducing genes, so that's great there too. These two guys together are pretty nice for countering the current metas we've got in there. It's just a matter of finishing off the units that we're attacking, I guess. Yeah, so anyways, we'll leave it there for the day. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.